I was about to fly 5,000 miles to a small football club in Slovenia, not knowing anyone, not speaking the language, and not even knowing if they'd welcome me. As I prepared for this trip, I realized just how much a sacrifice my family would be making for me to go. I talked to several friends and family, and although there was much excitement, there was also some concern for this process. And I truly didn't know exactly what it would bring. I wanted to ask about our surnames, Podokar and Sushnik, to see if any of the locals still knew those names, but there was nothing guaranteed. But I mostly wanted these little girls to have a little bit more information than I ever did about where their ancestors grew up. I also continued to talk to members of the board and whoever else I could find that would be interested in speaking to me, looking for everyone's perspectives on Kamnik and NK Kamnik. We also had a huge game coming up. Kamnik sat in 12th of 13th place. A win would mean momentum, but a loss would mean still no wins in spring. A huge win for this team, as we're fighting against relegation. I can't wait to celebrate in Slovenia. I arrived with the address of a Slovenian hotel, a few euros, a couple contacts, and no Slovenian language to speak of.
Yeah, United States. Chicago.
Chicago, you like it? Basket?
Yeah.
What's that team saying? Chicago?
Yeah, both.
Let's pause for a second because this is my hotel where I showed up 8 hours before check-in, and this is the kind of hospitality they showed me and continue to show me throughout my entire stay. In the US, we talk about Midwestern nice, where people go out of their way to be nice, and this is exactly what happened here. They let me stay in my room and take a nap, basically a full day early. It just felt completely uncommon. After being stunned by the beauty of Kamnik and Slovenia, my path started taking me towards something else, and I realized for everything else I didn't know, the one thing that made sense to me was heading towards the football stadium. As I filmed the site of the fire and all the areas around the field, I saw something that made me even more intrigued, that made me certain that I had found the right place to start my journey, which was the bar connected to the field. I rushed in, ordered a beer, and sat down right with 4 or 5 locals. They invited me to their table, and we couldn't communicate with each other besides using translation, but we sat for the next 2 hours swapping stories. When did I find out at the end that this was not an NK Kamnik bar, and I had just been hanging out with random strangers. But I did learn a lot about Kamnik. I learned about the people, how generous and giving they are. I was bought multiple rounds, and I was even invited to one of the men's house. Hopefully that was on the up and up. I learned about a ski instructor. I learned about people's kids. It just felt like I was welcome. Going into this journey, I was aware of the beauty of Kamnik, but I really didn't know what it would feel like in person. And it's so obvious that it's just a whole nother level when you're actually there. The field itself is meticulously maintained by just one groundskeeper. While the field's in fantastic shape, there are only a handful of stands and no realistic way to house more than a couple hundred people at games. While Kamnik doesn't have a giant stadium and is fighting against relegation to a lower league, what they do have more than makes up for it. It's the people. This was my first day, and everyone had been acting like they'd known me their entire lives. From Mira and Gabi at the hotel to the unnamed strangers at the bar, this already was feeling like a home to me. My long first day of travel was coming to a close, and I had learned a ton about the people and the town of Kamnik. But I hadn't talked to anyone from the club, no one from the board, and no one from the team either. I still had a lot of work to do. For those interested in supporting the Back to Kamnik project, the best way right now is to like and subscribe our YouTube posts, comment on Instagram, TikTok. Both of those are under Back to Kamnik. We also have created a website, backtokamnik.com. You can donate directly. It'll also link to the NK Kamnik website, so you can donate directly to the club. You can buy merch from the club directly there as well. And we've also started a Patreon. I'll have all the links for these at the end of the video as well. As we discussed before, the vast majority of funds will ultimately end up in player and coaching wage bills, but we also want to make sure that we have enough money for travel, equipment, and all the other things that allow you guys to come along on this journey with NK Kamnik. The next episode, I'll document a huge showdown NK Kamnik has to help avoid relegation. And I also find out that 9 players left the team over the winter break. I'm able to get interviews with the players and coaches, but maybe more importantly, I spend a day with the youth team, their coaches, players, and parents. Spending time in their midst and getting to talk to these kids, I knew we were on our way to success.
Tell me more about yourself.
I believe I did. Yeah, I believe. I'm the captain.